Would you rather get $100,000 today or a single cent that doubles every day for 30 days? Most people pick the cash, but the cent that is tiny and almost ridiculous grows to over $5.3 million. That's the power of compounding. And the scary part is, most people don't lose this in one big mistake. They lose it quietly, by waiting. If you're in your 20s or 30s and you already feel a bit behind financially, stay with me. Waiting costs more than you think. So I'm going to show you, with a side-by-side comparison of Ava and Noah, just how dramatic that difference can be. Compounding sounds like one of those words people hear and instantly switch off. It sounds technical, it sounds boring, and it sounds like something you can worry about later. But I genuinely think this is the one of the biggest money wake-up call a young person can have. Because in investing, the biggest advantage usually isn't brilliance, it's time. Not just income, not just discipline, and not just having the perfect strategy. Time. And that's what makes this so frustrating. Most people only realize how powerful compounding is after they've already lost years that they can't get back. I wrote about this in my book because I think it's one of the clearest lessons in all of money. Small starts beat big intentions. So let's make it real. Compounding, in the simplest possible terms, is this. Your money grows, then the growth starts growing, and then that growth also starts growing. Okay, that might be a bit confusing, but it's like a snowball. At the top of the hill, it looks small, almost unimpressive, but as it rolls down, it picks up more snow, then more, then more. And eventually it's not just moving, it's accelerating. And that's what compounding is. It looks boring at the beginning, and then suddenly the numbers start doing something dramatic. Let me show you in real terms. Say we have two people, Ava and Noah. They both start with $100,000. Same starting amount and same amount of time, but the only difference is the growth rate. Ava's investment grows at 6% a year, and Noah's grows at 10% a year. That's only a 4% difference. It sounds really small, right? But after 30 years, Ava's investment grows to about $574,000. But on the other hand, Noah's grows to $1,745,000. Now that's the same starting amount, same time, just a 4% difference. And one person ends up with almost 3 times more money. And that's compounding. Small differences, repeated for long enough, create massive gaps. Now here's the part that really hits. What if both Ava and Noah got the exact same growth rate? Both at 10%, both doing the same thing, and they're both disciplined. But now, the only difference is this. Noah starts 10 years earlier. That's it. Not smarter, not richer, not more talented, just earlier. The only difference is the time. But after 30 years from when Noah starts, Noah ends up with about $1,745,000. But Ava, who started 10 years later, ends up with about $673,000. That's a gap of over $1 million. And that gap is not because Noah worked harder. It's not because Noah earned more. And it's not because Noah had some secret. It's because Noah started earlier. And this is why waiting is so expensive. Because when you delay the start, you don't just lose time, you lose the time that compounding takes. And compounding time is where the real upside lives. There's a proverb that I really love. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. You can't go back and you can't recover those years, but you can start now. Even if it feels small, even if it feels messy, and even if it feels imperfect. Because a small start today is still worth more than a perfect plan you never act on. So I want you to stop for just 1 second and answer this honestly. If someone handed you $5,000 today, what would you do first? Invest it? Save it? Spend it? Just pick one. Whatever your answer is, it says a lot about how you currently think about money. And that matters, because the people who build wealth usually do one thing differently. They start the clock. Most people earn money, spend money, and then save whatever's left. And then they wonder why they never really feel ahead. But the better order is earn, save first, invest, and then spend what's left. Even when you invest $50 a week, even if it's less, you're still starting the compounding clock. And that clock is one of the most valuable financial assets you have. You do not need a huge amount of money to begin. You need the habit of beginning. That's the shift. And just to be clear, this video is about the principle. Compounding can show up in different kinds of investing. My personal passion is property, but the lesson here is bigger than one asset class. Your money needs time to do the heavy lifting. So here's your challenge for this week. Go to a compounding calculator, put in $200 a month, use a 7% growth rate, stretch it across 20 years, then look at the number. Because once you actually see it, this stops being theory. It becomes a decision. I've linked my free compounding calculator below. Plug in your numbers and it becomes real very quickly. Drop your number in the comments. I genuinely want to see what you got. And if you're trying to get smarter with money in your 20s or 30s without all the jargon, subscribe. That's exactly what this channel is for. And remember, the biggest advantage in investing is not genius, it's time.